Hi Aries, so this is going to be a general energy checking right now. So it's going to focus on strictly the current energy, and let's look at you. Let's look at what's happening with you. Leave what resonates, leave what does not, and reverse energies as you see fit. Doesn't resonate, check your other placements. And also kindly like, share, and subscribe my videos, join the community and add your energy to my collective. I'm more prone to pick up on your energies in my collective readings when you show some engagement, yes? So let's look at you. Let's see what's going on with our Aries collective. Show me Aries. Okay, it wanted to pop out, but I was a bit sloppy with the cards. So let's see. Show me Aries. It's going to be a very short reading. Just letting you know, because current energy check-in don't require that lot of cards. The world, the strength, the tower. All right, all the major arcanas. 7 of Wands, Judgment, and the Hanged Man. All right. There are a lot of major arcanas, honey. What are you going through? Let me just... It's really huge that you're going through. Temperance at the bottom of the deck and the High Priestess, 4 of Cups. All right, so your intuition is telling you that something is very disappointing, even though you've shown it more time. Temperance, I mean patience and care and consideration. The world, strength, the tower. So some cycle closed out because I don't think it opened like that. It was such a disastrous idea. Like whatever you were holding on to, whatever cycle you were holding on to, it was false in nature. Like with strength too, like you were holding on to this particular cycle, this particular world of yours that you've created around you, whether be it a relationship, be it a career thing, be it an environment that you're sticking to. It's like with strength, I'm trying to keep it together. With strength, with all of my strength and with all of my boundaries and everything in place, I'm trying to hold it together. I'd like to believe that this will work. I'd like to believe that I can make this work. But it still fell apart. It's falling apart as we speak, even though you're trying very hard to keep it together. And there's a lesson here. There's a lesson to see things from a different perspective here. With the Judgment and the Hanged Man, it's like we need to take a pause and think about this and how we are approaching the situation. Because clearly how we have been approaching is not working. Something about this cycle is false. Something about this situation is false. Even though you're trying to show up with your best intentions, it's still not coming through as healthy for you. So let's see. What is the cycle here? Show me the world. Or might have that something closed out before and it's like you have been holding on your own ever since. Like you got your strength back, because look at this, the lion is here represented in this world card as well. So it seems to me like I'm holding my own with strength, because something really made me realize that it was all false, it was all fake. Something that I built, something that I believed was not what I expected it to be, or not what I believed it to be. And I learned that the hard way. And it's like you're ever since been trying to learn from it. Okay. 7 of Cups, 9 of Swords, the world. Yeah, the world over the world. Look at this. You're going through something major here. 7 of Cups, 9 of Swords. Yeah, something that was very confusing, emotionally speaking, like emotionally very thinning too. Like it spread out so thin that you did not know what to actually feel about it. It confused you because some days you felt good about it, some days you felt bad about it. And yes, it is very vague, this reading is, but it means that it's resonating with a lot of people out there. It might be an option in love that you were trying to approach, but it remained confusing. It might be options that you had in your life, but it stressed you out to make a choice, so you shut the whole thing down. Like, I don't even need the options, thank you very much, I can't decide, it's too stressful, this situation is too stressful, this is very emotionally superficial, whatever this is, I don't care, it confuses me, and I've been trying to decode the thing for such a long time. I'm not going to work on that Rubik's Cube. Look at you. That's you at the bottom of the deck. 6 of Swords. Yeah, you're moving on. You were like, you know what? I'm out. I'm out. This is what am I doing here? Seriously, what the hell is this? I'm trying to show it patience, consideration, trying to understand what this wants for me. What is this? I'm trying to explore it. I'm trying to give it a fair chance over and over again. But all it does is stress me out. All this situation, all this person does is stress me out. There are too many blind spots that I can't see, and I've been trying to answer them. I've been trying to fill in the blanks for it, but I still can't. I'm no wiser for wear. Right. Let's see the strength. Seven of Swords. Yeah, you were trying to avoid it with all of your strength, honey. Eight of Wands and the King of Wands. Yeah. Communication with somebody particular here that you've been trying to avoid. You've been trying to avoid it. Look at this, the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. Can I make this shit up? Knight of Pentacles, the Hanged Man. You need some perspective here. Let me see the Tower. Show me the Tower for Aries. I think that would let me know. You've been trying to avoid communication with specifically somebody here that you're like, you know what, I'm using all my strength to not think about that communication, to not think about about what went down with that communication, or that I even need to say my piece. There's something about the communication, taking action towards specific somebody we don't like to think about. Tower, the Magician, the Two of Cups, and the Three of Cups. Yeah, it's coming, crashing in on you that you want to connect with somebody. So it might be that you were confused about your feelings for somebody and the cycle closed out. And ever since, there's an urge in you to go back. And again, it might be reversed for some of you, yes. It might be that you close the cycle out and somebody else wants to communicate. That also might be the case. But I'm seeing it as your reading, so I'm going to default it as you. But again, reverse energies as you see fit, all right? So we want to manifest. Something is going to crash in on us. It's a hard knowledge. It's a hard awareness, self-awareness moment that you want this love. You want to manifest this love in your life. And you have been probably. You have been wanting to connect or reconnect with somebody specific here. It's very specific. Two of Cups over the Three of Cups, which means it's a very unique bond that you share with somebody. Easy sort of connectivity, nothing too crazy, but it's safe. It feels safe. This person feels safe. We have love for this person. We care about this person. It might be a family member that you're avoiding talking to because you know what? This person is just confusing. I don't know where their loyalties lie. I don't know what they are trying to achieve with me. I don't even trust them, but I want to communicate with them. That's also a case. You want to connect with them, even if it takes a little bit of nerve to put out that first message with the Page of Wands. Let's see a Seven of Wands. I mean, that is actually, Seven of Wands reminds me of Strength card as well as Major Arcana. So it might show me the same thing over and over again. So I don't think I need to clarify it because I'll go back if I have to clarify. But let me first see the Judgment card here. There's a lesson, there's a action that we need to take. And we want to reconnect with this person. It's our desire and it's crashing in on us. That's why we've been trying to avoid that. We want to communicate. Our passions are still alive for a particular arena here, so to speak. It might be a career thing as well. Like that was an option in the past, but not anymore. But I would like to meet up with somebody specific, partner up with somebody, ask for their help, and they might tell me what to do. Ace of Pentacles, Hierophant, the Fool. Yep. You want to make a new offer here, but you're going to have to own it. If you want something real, if you want something valid, if you want something legit in this, you have to open yourself up to it. That's the lesson here. Knight of Pentacles on the Tower. Look at this. You have to move past that. Learn from that Tower moment that's happening here. That's making you realize what makes you happy and what is your wish fulfillment. You have been feeling unhappy for quite a bit right now, not necessarily fulfilled, but there is something that would meet your needs, so to speak. And if you want a new beginning, something solid and real, something new or renewed, again, new word is in the word renew. So if you want something renewed or new, you have to commit to it. With the Hierophant, you have to commit to it. Commit to pursuing it, commit to standing by it, commit to giving your best shot at it. And because your spirit wants to open up, like you are authorizing here with that strong decision, with that strong major arcana, so much major arcana over that. It means that you're authorizing, and it's in the real world, honey. It's not fake. It's not up in the emotional plane of existence. That might be taken not so seriously, but this is something real legit. And it might also be the case that there is something, a new opportunity for you arriving, a new job opportunity for you arriving, and it's right for you, it's correct for you. Your spirit immediately wants you to open up towards this. And it's like, yes, I want to open up to this. Let's see the Hanged Man first. Queen of Swords, Tower, Seven of Pentacles. Yep. We need to look at something here. Okay, so my bad. I'm sorry. I'm going to revise this as something else altogether. The initial interpretation stays for some of you, yes, it's true. But for the most of you, what I'm getting here is that because it hit me just right about now when I was clarifying the hanged man, that it might be that somebody you're connecting with, that is false, you know? You thought that there was love between you two, that was mutual love between you two. And you tried to communicate that with them, but it thinned you out, emotionally spread out really thin, and that somebody was confused about their side of the equation, somebody was confused about their emotions, and you were like, you know what, what's the point in connecting with you then? What's the point of bringing it together then? What am I doing here? Why am I doing this? Why am I wasting my time for you, with you? I thought that we had something. That's why I took action towards you. That's why I communicated to you. That's why I did not put too much thought into the communication that I was having with you. There's something about the communication and between you and somebody else, and you did not put too much thought into it. You just kept on going, like, you know, one day this is going to make sense. One day they're going to own up to their side of the equation feelings. I know they feel it. I see it. When I'm with them, they show me in ways. They give me hints. They drop hints here and there. But it was not enough. But it was just enough to keep you going for a long time, to keep you from to connect with them for a long time, to try to bring it together for a long time. But they did not care about you as much. It was just like catching up with each other. It might be a family situation as well. And there's a new opportunity that's being presented to you in the near future. Now, whether you want to take it or not, that's upon you. But your spirit is opening up. So I feel like you are more inclined to say yes than no, because it feels very legit. It feels very real. It feels like something that fits you, fits your sense of standards and values, what you stand by, what's good for you, you know? The Hangman, Queen of Swords, Tower, and the Seven of Pentacles. This feeling about this belief, whatever is going down, I don't think you have ended this situation. It's still in your life. It's still in your life. You're still connecting to it. But there was a moment between you two where you realized that probably this person doesn't care as much as I do about them. And then with the hangman in the near future, you're going into that active hangman mode and you're trying to think about what went down here in the past in the form of communication. Somebody let something out, probably in a moment, they said something that made you realize, like, oh, you would say that because you don't care about me as much. You don't consider me. And that's why you'd say that. Nobody who's ever claimed that they love us would ever say that or do that. And you did that. So now I'm rethinking about why am I connecting with you. You're thinking about that actively, going into that hangman mode, what went down, because this has been growing on you. Like, it is not leaving you anytime soon. The jolt that you felt in here with the tower, it shook you in some way, and you're not letting it slide. Like, you're remembering the moment very vividly. Like, you said that, you did that. I thought you were a friend. I thought you were someone close. I thought that you were somebody that I used to feel safe with. And now you're making me rethink this altogether. It was all false, right? I thought that we had something real. I thought that we were building something here with each other, with the Seven of Pentacles. Yes, we have time attached to this person. It might be a work thing as well, work colleague. But we thought that we had something real with this person, but nah. Three of Pentacles, yeah. You're trying to still connect with this person. This is somebody in the 3D world here. Seven of Wands, Three of Pentacles, King of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. You're telling me that you're very strong at balancing up with people around you. You're very good at it. You're very good at bringing people together, bringing the differences, reducing the differences between you and somebody else, if there is one, negotiating with people, being fair with each other, trying to get them to collab with you, trying to get them to, balance up with you in all the right ways. You can do it. You have that ability to talk people through and to just make them comply. It's not to force them, but it's like good negotiation skills, good people skills. And that's one of your best attributes that I see here. Something that you're balancing up with. You're like, I'm not letting it go. I'm not letting it slide. And then there's new opportunity that's being presented to you, and you're more inclined to say yes than no. So you probably keep on balancing up with this. They are somebody in your 3D environment that you balance up with on a day-to-day basis. So it might be a work thing, honey. It might be a work colleague that you thought was a friend, was an ally, but they might have said something, and it's provoking all of the worst of your fears. Like, ever since you've said that, I'm still trying to question it. Like, it's in the back of your mind with the Seven of Swords. Like, I had doubts about this. I had doubts about you, but I didn't think that it would be all that. And I don't know now. And I'm trying to think it through. I'm not trying to make a decision. You're not trying to make a hasty decision or impulsive decision and be like, you know what, I cut you off because you said that. No, you're trying to think it through very critically here, because you cannot let it slide, though. It was something very substantial that happened here. The Hangman again. Look at this at the bottom of the deck. You're not letting it slide. Like, you know what? No, I'm not. I can't. I just can't. You said that. I can't overlook it anymore. I just can't. So whatever they said was prominent enough for you to just stop there and be like, what? What did you just do, or what did you just say to me? Four of Swords, Four of Wands, Six of Wands. Something that you used to take victory in, like, this is my relationship, this is my connection. They show up for me, we have something real here. They show up for me, I show up for them. And it's very great. Whenever I connect with this person, it gives me a sense of triumph. It gives me a sense of like, I'm being seen in this relationship, like they see me. I'm seen. Or they are seen. Somebody's telling me that they are here. The Star, the Chariot, and the High Priestess. So it's like, you're telling me that you want something also legit in terms of relationships, something that you can take confidence in, that it's going to be there for you and it's loyal to you. It's not something very confusing. It's not something where people have ulterior motives. Like, they show up with a different face and then they say something that lets you think about them very differently, or lets you look at them, or even entertain the thought or the possibility that, oh, you don't love me, do you now? You wouldn't have said that. You wouldn't have did that. Okay. So you desire, your intuition is telling you that there is something out there for you in terms of equal relationship, in terms of good relationship, and you would like to go there. You would like to pursue that. Your heart would immediately point and open up towards that which has long-term potential to it, and something that's benefiting you, something that you can take confidence in and intuitively feel pulled towards. So it seems to me like whatever this is, it has not reached its conclusion, but I feel like we will resolve this. And even if we can't, I think we will resolve it for ourselves, whatever we need to do to feel good about ourselves at the end of the day. In terms of this connection, in terms of what needs to be done, right? What truths? Yeah, for some of you, yes, ending is the only opportunity here, or only end game here. So that's all I have for you, Aries. I hope this helped, and take care.